Our men's doubles gold medal match, the #1 seed Will Howells and Jack Munro taking on the surprise pairing in Casey Diamond and Kyle Koszuta, as we welcome you into the booth here on Championship Court at the Sawyer Point Pickleball Club alongside APP U.S. National Team Head Coach Chad Edwards and Pro Pickleball Coach Dominic Catalano. I'm Dorian Kraft. Chad, Will Howells, Jack Munro, they have quite literally been the gold standard on tour this year.
Yeah, and they've only kind of been tested a couple of times. This week, business as usual. Coming out, really kind of putting the pressure on their opponents. Munro has been active in the middle. Howells, if you try to attack him, he's going to counter it. They're very patient. They wait for the opponents to get impatient and try to end the point, and that's where they are really strong.
Meanwhile, Dom, Casey, Diamond, Kyle, Koszuta, they bring the power, they bring the energy, and they bring a little bit of chaos. Where could they cause some trouble?
Yeah, and that's where you're going to get Kyle Koszuta and Casey Diamond at their best, is when they're creating chaos. But what they do really well is if you get into a hands battle or a firefight with them, they get on top of the ball really well. And so when they get on top of the ball, get that ball down at the feet, that's where they cause their opponents some pressure. You're going to get a little bit of a hometown feel here for Casey Diamond. He's grew up not far from here in Louisville, Kentucky, about a little over an hour away. The signs are out for him, so we'll see if he can use that to his advantage.
Diamond also has a birthday coming up next week. No better gift than a gold alongside partner Kyle Koszuta. Beautiful day for pickleball, 78 degrees, low humidity, and we have got men's doubles gold medal action coming up next here on Championship Court.
When I have pain from arthritis, I grab BioFreeze. Unlike Voltaren, BioFreeze provides fast-acting relief. I can apply it to more areas of my body, and it's NSAID-free. Cool the pain, so I can get back on the court.
Our men's doubles gold medal match, the top seed Will Howells and Jack Munro taking on the 14th seed Will Sobek and Eduardo Irizarry.
Whoa, one again.
With a spike Ernie from Jack Munro. Game point for Jack Munro and Will Howells. Quick work of game #1 in our men's doubles gold medal match. Jack Munro, Will Howells take it 11-0. Another Ernie for Jack Munro.
And that was a late move there from Munro as well.
Ernie #4. Championship point.
Just out.
Finally, Howells and Munro outlast Sobek and Irizarry. But it is 4 straight golds in men's doubles on the APP Tour for Will Howells and Jack Munro. Will Howells and Jack Munro captured the gold medal in Fort Lauderdale. That was their 4th consecutive gold medal as a duo on the APP Tour this year. Howells, 26 years old, from Boca Raton, Florida, the leading medal winner on the men's side this season. And a missed serve to start.
Ball just floated on Munro there, but this is the second stop in a row where we've had a lower seed kind of come through that bottom half of the bracket. We saw the 14 seed in Fort Lauderdale, and then Diamond and Koszuta here.
First elevated ball, Munro immediately moves to pull the trigger.
Yeah, and they're not going to hesitate to speed the ball up if they get the opportunity. They are going to stay patient.
A little more of an unconventional style for Howells and Munro. They don't drive a lot of thirds. They prefer to drop long, grinded out style points. Quickly into the tape, so a quick side out.
0-0-1.
Yeah, that's not the spot to speed up there for Koszuta, going cross court, trying to catch Munro off guard. He is not going to get caught very often. Fantastic anticipation, quick hands.
Koszuta putting it right between the feet of Howells. Second serve on the way.
Yeah, that's a better spot.
1-0-2.
And again, trying to test the hands of Munro. Not the smartest of decisions.
2-0-2.
Koszuta looked like maybe he didn't react to the speed of it. Diamond stepping forward, backhand put away.
Yeah, good recovery there. After Diamond went back and got that overhead.
How much could fatigue factor into this match as well? Diamond and Koszuta spent a lot of time on court yesterday. 3 of their 4 matches went to 3 games.
I think they may have been a little sore this morning, but they're rested.
As you can be in a tournament.
It's in. Oh,
Koszuta, what a way to get on the board.
Nice get there from Koszuta. I think Howells and Munro thought this point was over right here on this one. And Koszuta lands it in the back of the court.
99 times out of 100, that point is probably over.
In.
Well in. 2-all.
Howells thinking that ball came off the paddle much harder.
2-2-1.
Good reach in there from Koszuta. A good spot. Elevates that one on Howells.
3-2-1.
Second serve on the way.
Yeah. 3-2-2.
Diamond stepping across, maybe a little ambitious there.
Oh, I think if he commits to the step over there, it's a good choice. It's kind of a half commitment. He just kind of stuck the paddle out in a half lunge.
It's either all or nothing.
Yeah. Well, that's the do or die crash right there.
Howells forced to wear it. Second serve.
2-3-2.
Good spot there from Diamond. So Howells and Munro, slower start than we're used to typically seeing.
Well, and one thing being a higher seed right here for Diamond and Koszuta, you're coming in as the underdog. You're not expected to win. You can take some chances. Be more aggressive. You got nothing to lose. The pressure's all on Munro and Howells.
Especially winning 4 consecutive gold medals. We've seen that on the men's singles side with Chris Hayworth as that flies long. The longer the streak goes on, the more pressure becomes applied.
Oh, absolutely. And in reality, it's pressure coming from yourself. Yes, people expect you to win, but It's more
yourself
so,
to win.
yeah, you expect yourself to win. Oh, Diamond going straight, trying to go straight body that. And then you start thinking about, oh, well, you know, the crowd and my fans and everything, they're going to be disappointed. And you just put all this unnecessary pressure on yourself.
2-3-1.
Off the handles, it flies wide.
Yeah, good pressure there from Koszuta and Howells. I mean, Diamond on Howells.
2-3-2.
Sails long, 3 apiece.
You see Howells a little more aggressive there, hitting a third shot drive instead of the usual drop.
Right through the middle as Howells and Munro retake the lead. Side out.
Medium pace speed up there from Howells. Didn't fool Koszuta. Was able to get on top of it.
It's almost, Chad, what Koszuta wants. He wants that pace. He wants you to dare him to go at him with his hands.
Battle won by Munro.
Well, it just comes down to who can get on top of the ball first. And Munro gets on top of that last one. Linear, up, down. And then Koszuta not able to pick up that last one.
4 apiece.
A little miscommunication there. Munro came over to take middle as Howells was coming forward. Howells actually ran into him. And there was a misstep on that next middle ball.
Trying to make something happen down the line is Howells, but again, it's a tough ball. It's tighter than that. It's low. To be able to get that in, you have to take a lot off that.
5-4-2.
Covering the line, they've opened up a 2-point lead.
Yeah, good read there by Diamond. Munro trying to sneak that one down the line.
Timeout taken by Howells and Munro. Casey Diamond, Kyle Koszuta shining early on, up 2.
And good patience here from Diamond and Koszuta. It's actually Munro that tries to find the opening there.
Usually Munro go with that 1-2 combo.
Yeah.
Can't get that second one, though, on that combo.
Kyle Koszuta, the 18th ranked men's doubles player on the APP Tour. They do have won their first gold medal match as a team. So far, Proving to be a test for Will Howells and Jack Monroe here in our men's doubles gold medal match. What's worked well for Diamond and Koszuta so far?
Well, I think just the unknown variables for them right now. Munro and Howells haven't played against them a lot. They haven't gotten good reads, so just the unpredictability. But Koszuta and Diamond have been staying in the hands battles, looking for the counters.
And Koszuta hesitated, looked like he might go ATP. He doesn't. He ends up floating that ball just high enough that Monroe's able to speed that up at Diamond.
Howells crashing hard to earn the point.
Yeah, that's where Diamond has to get on top of that fourth, get something down. Don't allow Howells to come forward and get a ball that he can crash and be aggressive on that fifth. Better job there, Munro. Just a little late to that attack.
5-6-2.
Stepping in for, reaching in rather, for the flick.
Yeah, nice setup there from Jack Monroe. Good work moving the ball inside and out and then getting his partner an opportunity.
6-all here in game number 1. Ball underneath our booth here on championship court. We'll get another one.
Yeah, nobody's crawling underneath there to get that right now. They'll find it after everything's broken down today.
Will, your service. Correct.
Howells and Monroe have scored 2 straight to tie things up at 6 here in game 1 of our men's doubles gold medal match.
Miss hit from Diamond. That high backhand.
For some reason, as a player, that high backhand always seems to be so easy to overhit.
Well, it's
or
because,
miss hit, I should say.
Miss hit because, think about it, right? You lift up, you're not strong up here going across your body, so you have a tendency to spin the body down or flick the wrist.
Timeout on court as Will Howells and Jack Monroe have taken a 7-6 lead here in our men's doubles gold medal match. Will Howells, Jack Monroe, they've won 4 consecutive gold medals in men's doubles here on the APP Tour. 21-0 this year as a partnership, trying to make it 5 consecutive gold medals.
That's not a bad record right there.
Undefeated? No, not at all. Tested here by Casey Diamond and Kyle Koszuta in game number 1.
Time in. 7-6-2.
Spot right there at the right hip of Will Howells by Casey Diamond on the counter off the third shot drive from Jack Monroe.
6-7-1.
Koszuta pulled the trigger, but Howells was sitting dead red.
Yeah, Koszuta tried to go crossbody there on Howells, but didn't disguise enough, didn't hold enough.
6-7-1.
Howells quick to that forehand, gets on top. Yep.
Back corner for the point, 7-up.
Yeah, Koszuta all over that right there. It's, again, feeding into his game. Speeding up right at his body. He's going to get on top of that.
7-7-2.
Diamond cannot believe it. He read the Ernie correctly.
Well, Howells went for somewhat of an ambitious Ernie here as he's jumping the corner. His full extension, couldn't do anything but bunt it back. Munro was left in the middle of the court, and Diamond just pushed it too far.
Bit of a chaotic point on both sides.
7-7-1.
That was great coverage by Munro that allowed Howells to get up to the kitchen line.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're seeing the understanding and the trust from Howells and Munro when it comes to court coverage. Ooh, that's a big backswing.
Diamond sends it nearly over the backstop here on championship court. Another timeout as Howells and Munro 2 points away from capturing game number 1 of our men's pro doubles gold medal match. Will Howells and Jack Munro, such a steady and solid duo. Howells, the top-ranked men's doubles player on tour. Jack Munro, no surprise, the second-ranked player on tour. That's what happens when you win 4 consecutive gold medals.
Yeah, these boys decided to play the year together, and it's been a great pairing so far. Undefeated on the season, winning in Fort Lauderdale, Daytona, Sacramento, and then Fort Lauderdale again.
Only 2 of those 4 gold medal matches have gone to 3 games, both against Eric Lang and Max Manthau.
9-7-1.
Oh,
Diamond can't make the pickup, and it brings up a game point for Howells and Munro.
Oh, yeah.
Strong start by Koszuta and Diamond, but Howells and Munro ended on a 7-1 run. They take game number 1, 11-7, and are 1 game away from being golden once again.
When I have pain from arthritis, I grab BioFreeze. Unlike Voltaren, BioFreeze provides fast-acting relief. I can apply it to more areas of my body, and it's NSAID-free. Cool the pain, so I can get back on the court.
People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours, because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
The APP is sponsored by
Lakehold, the official and exclusive court surface of the APP Tour. Toyota, let's go places.
and Yola for the champion in you. Jack Monroe capturing game one, 11-7 over Kyle Koszuta and Casey Diamond.
Yeah, Diamond and Koszuta led for the early part of game one, but then Howells and Munro stepped it up, started driving a few more thirds, a couple of shake and bakes, some speed ups. And Howells ended up taking it 11-7. Nice little roll there from Munro to end game one.
Howells and Munro looking for their 5th consecutive gold medal on tour this season.
0-0-2.
Where can Diamond and Koszuta consolidate what they were able to do so well in game number one? Not that.
Yeah, don't come out and miss your third into the net. Well, you know, in game one, they were on the counters. They were anticipating the speed ups and kind of lasted out those hands battles. But then where Munro and Howells came out and started being a little bit more aggressive with the drives, moving the ball around, they kind of got back on the heels, and then a good start there from Munro, sliding that one down the line.
And a little skip afterwards. It's the last thing you want to see if you're Diamond and Koszuta. Is Munro feeling it? That one sailing long 2-0.
That's a good drive there, just a couple of inches above the net. Koszuta hits through the ball, but ends up staying up and going deep.
Well, Howells trying to will that ball in, not quite.
2-0-2.
Koszuta just getting a little too on top of that, pulls it in the net.
Well, and that's all about the height there from Howells. Kosuta's sitting hard backhand. He's kind of more around sternum. And then Howells gets it higher, so then the only thing Koszuta can do is flick that wrist down.
Better spot there, closer to the feet of Monroe, side out.
A couple of mishits there on the side of Howells and Munro.
Great crowd here at Championship Court at the Sawyer Point Pickleball Club. Yep.
You know, it's hard to say 4 words all
at
at
once. Yeah. But yet I give it my best effort. The sad part is that
I knew
more often than
exactly
not,
what
yep,
you were saying.
missed third there from Koszuta.
Diamond going up, wiping the little gremlin off the top of the net right there. Trying to give some love to the net court for it to be friendly to them.
3-0-1.
Court can be a fickle friend. Oh, little flat as Monroe trying to crash.
It's got a little tight to the body there, got on top of it.
3-0-2.
Wasn't able to fully hit through it.
Diamond painting the outside of the line.
Yeah, close to the sideline right there for Diamond. Well in.
0-3-1.
valiant effort by Diamond, not able to make the pickup.
Well, Diamond's off balance right there. So difficult to speed up and stay in the point.
Munro going for the Ernie. Diamond able to get out of the way.
Ernie, fourth shot right there. Diamond hitting that drop toward the sideline. Munro coming out, but just pushing a little deep. Good spot there from Munro, just in front of the feet of Casey Diamond.
3-1-1.
Koszuta trying to pull the trigger. It's the second time those balls a little bit too far below the net.
It's too low. Not able to really get underneath it and create the shape.
How much higher do those balls need to be sitting for that to be a good pull?
Actually, not that much higher, but you need just a little bit more separation away from the body as well. Yep.
Second serve on the way, 4-1-2. Oh, big drive. Diamond, both feet off of the ground, but caught the net. Guess he didn't give it enough love earlier.
No, he did not. But usually if you slap the net cord right in the middle of it, it's not going to creep over either. Oh, you know. Actually, Diamond did rub that side of the net that Koszuta just got the net roller. He didn't rub the other side that he missed his forehand into.
Howells using that strong backhand flick to put it right at the feet of Koszuta.
One fight two.
Ernie left, Howells exposed, another point.
Yeah, this wasn't enough power on that Ernie there from Munro. Gave Diamond the opportunity to hit back toward that vacated spot that Munro left. Stop it. No way.
Munro and Howells had no right to win that point.
No way. Howells and Munro were on the ropes. Scramble.
Zero business winning that point.
Tremendous defense. 52 shot rally.
You mathed really
no,
fast.
I was
there.
literally going to say.
I read really well right there.
Oh, I didn't even see that on the screen.
But I appreciate your confidence in me.
No, I had zero confidence that you counted every shot in that rally.
Timeout on court. You may not see all 52 of them again, but let's take a look back at our Zimmer Biomet recovery moment of the match. What a point.
Just this scramble right here. Munro digs it out because it was forced to hit the lefty overhead. And from the toes for Howells. Nice little speed up into the left hip there. Koszuta pushes it deep.
22 shots and you can't win the point.
Hey.
That's what it takes against the top team on the men's side.
Who said defense doesn't matter in pickleball?
Defense wins championships, baby.
Absolutely.
Formation, but the court left open.
Well, they're trying everything out there right now. Distractions in the I formation.
Wow. That's all started with a great start up on that serve from Will Howells. Big serve, then he steps into the two-hander on the third, keeps it nice and low, catches Diamond.
7-2-1.
Missed return by Koszuta. Things spinning out of control here as Howells and Munro taking a commanding 6-point lead.
All right, now they need to check the lug nuts on the tires because the wheels are about to fall off.
Timeout on court, 9-2 in game number 2 in favor of the top seeds. Will Howells, Jack Munro leading 9-2 in game number 2. Casey Diamond and Kyle Koszuta led 6-4 in game number 1. Since then, they have been outscored 13-3. How have Howells and Munro really put the screws in?
It's their consistency, right? It's what Howells and Munro do. We talked about it yesterday. Just give what they're doing time and it'll work, and this is what happens. All of a sudden you look up and you're down by 7.
Howells and Munro 2 points away from another goal.
It's like a bait ball right there.
It's like hesitation, second guessing.
And it's championship point for Howells and Munro.
10-2-1.
Deep.
The men with the Midas touch are the kings in the Queen City. They take it in straights.
And congratulations to our gold medalists in women's doubles, Jack Munro and Will Howells. And let's congratulate silver medalists, Casey Diamond and Kyle.
QVC, this is the age of possibility. It's you in bloom. Express your style. Be your bold self. Make your next move at QVC. This is the age of possibility. Shop now at QVC.com.
You're 0 for 15 against your daughter because of your toenail bruises and blisters. But she doesn't care because she's got the win. So what do? You get RTP socks. With small grip pads inside and out, your feet will be planted and pain-free. So the next time you can show her that her old man still got it. Nice shot.
And that would be a W for me.
Shouldn't have told you about those socks.
Yeah, that's what you get for holding out on me.
Double or nothing.
All right.
Road to Pro, official sock of the APP Tour.
Introducing Persona IQ, the smart knee. Address your knee pain with a replacement that contains sensors which capture helpful information such as your range of motion, stride length, walking speed, and step count to ensure your new knee is performing at its best. It keeps you connected to your healthcare team so you can receive important reminders and personalized recovery guidance. It's not a GPS. It doesn't collect where you've been or where you're going. Persona IQ, a smarter way to regain mobility.
The APP is sponsored by Owl Paddle. Quiet the competition.
And Charles Smith Wines, the official wine of the APP Tour.
Well, it was a bit of a slow start for Munro and Howells in game one, but game two, completely different story. Howells and Munro putting on a show. Koszuta and Diamond couldn't keep up. See the caught in I formation right there. And then the chaos just continued throughout game two. Howells and Munro taking their 5th gold medal of 2025. And they're courtside with Dorian Kraft.
Jack, Will, congratulations. Your 5th consecutive gold medal in men's doubles here on the APP Tour. Kyle and Casey got out to a really good start, 6-4. You guys took a timeout, and since then, you guys outscored them 14-4. What was the biggest adjustment that you made?
Well, first of all, happy Mother's Day. Yeah, this was huge. My mom, I'll assume all of our moms are either here or watching, so thank you for everything that they've done. But, I mean, it was trust in my partner, but, I mean, specifically today, trust in myself. I've been, yesterday didn't feel that good, and then being able to reset and, fully trust myself today really paid off.
You guys have won 22 consecutive matches as a pairing this year. Will, what does that tell you about just how solid you are and how much you've grown over the course of the schedule?
I would also like to say happy Mother's Day to my mom if she's watching, and to all the moms out here. Thanks for coming out, everyone. And yeah, just playing with Jack, there's a lot of trust. We're having a lot of fun out here, and we believe in ourselves every time we step on the court.
You certainly look like you're having a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun watching you. Congratulations, guys. Another gold medal in men's doubles. Will Howells, Jack Munro, your champions here in Cincinnati.
Well, you heard Will Howells talk about the trust between himself and Munro, and we saw that out on the court. They knew where the coverage was going to be. They had some fun, and that gives them their 5th gold medal of 2025 in men's doubles. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with more action from the APP Vlasic Classic Cincinnati.